Okay, I'm waiting for her to tell me what's happening. This is my VR. I'm live. I'm hoping the sound's working. I am really hoping the sound's working. Fiona, can you hear the sound? Yeah. She says yes. So I can move these things around, get things in the right place. This is a Boeing Saab Red Hawk. Okay, so if I put that in front, so I've had a few goes at this today, and it sort of worked, but then it didn't, and then I had no sound. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into VR, and I won't be able to see your comments. Okay, guys. So maybe Fiona will come and join me in a bit, but so you can see me and you can see what I'm looking at. I'm in Los Angeles somewhere. I can't remember the name of the airport. But this is great fun. Look at this. This is a Boeing Saab Red Hawk. It's the latest, newest, most fabulous jet fighter trainer in the US Air Force. And the British haven't got any. They're too mean. They're still running those old things from the Cold War. What were they called? The Hawk, the Red Arrows. You still use them actually, the Mark One. And anyway, let's go flying. Nothing wrong with them. You know, they were great in their day. In the 70s, I was in the Air Cadets in the 70s, and they had them then. They were new. Right. Okay. No warnings. That's good. All good. Wind 01701 knots. I'm hoping we've got sound this time. 100 knots. Back pressure. Gear up. Gear in transit. Afterburner is on, and we're accelerating. Look at this. Accelerating down the runway. 300 knots, and we're got to be careful not to pull too much G. So pull the power back a bit. Go vertical. And Los Angeles is over there somewhere. So let's turn towards Los Angeles and go that way. There we go. And this is just default scenery on this flight simulator in VR. So don't expect to see the Los Angeles skyline or anything fancy like that. I haven't downloaded anything. I came down here from Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara's just up the road. I think LAX is way behind me somewhere. I don't know. Couldn't find it. It's on the map. It's way down the coast. But no, I just took it for a whiz. I beat up Montecito, hoping someone knew where Harry's house was, but I didn't know. Santa Barbara's up there on the end of the. You can see the where the land juts out there. Santa Barbara. It's quite away from Los Angeles. This is the basin, and I've never been to Los Angeles, so you know, don't expect me to point things out because I got no idea. And this is obviously just default scenery on this flight simulator. It's the old X-Plane 11. I believe Microsoft's a lot better these days. I did buy X-Plane 12, but X-Plane 12 just doesn't cut the mustard. And we've got the islands out there. I think that one is Catalina Island on the end. No, maybe it's further down. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go, instead of going back to Santa Barbara, let's... careful on the G. 600 knots. I'm doing Mach 1. Can't pull too hard in this turn. I'm not Tom Cruise, okay? I can't. My body won't stand it. You know, you get a seat warning. See that where it says seat Mach. That's warning you that you can't eject because you're going too fast. And we're doing Mach 1. See M1.02 there? That's Mach 1. But Tom Cruise ejected at Mach 10, if you've seen the film, in his spacesuit. So only Tom Cruise can do that. All right. Let's have a quick look outside. Look at that. Wicked. I'm wearing United States colours today. That's how I crash, trying to fly from outside. I've tried being cool doing that in the past and it's just spanked in. Okay, well, there's a couple of buildings. I could turn my scenery up a bit more. But what happens is the computer starts to grind and slow down and stop. So I haven't done that. But I have got. Hang on, where's my? There it is. Got my map, and I can put the map down here. Just always fly with the map. Thing is, when you get your map out, you if you're not on autopilot, you tend to fly into the ground if you're not careful, because you're not looking where you're going. 700 knots. Look at that. I need to get some more height up for safety reasons before I can mess with the map. Shall I just follow the coast down a bit? There we go. Pull that map out. Right, there we are. That'll do. Have you got anybody watching? 9 people. It says there. A bit of cloud beating, look at that. Got a good roll rate on this thing. Look at that. Wicked. Of course, the trick's to do a slow roll, but not at 500 knots, doing Mach 1. Right, where are we? Look at our map there. Maybe I'm not in Los Angeles yet. Maybe this is miles away. Look, I don't know. I've never been to the States, so ooh, bit of red out there. I thought that was Los Angeles back there, but maybe it's down here. Maybe it's further down. I just didn't come far enough. I've not looked at it on Google Earth, but LAX is definitely further on. So I guess that must be Catalina Island out there then. So I was nowhere near Los Angeles. I was miles away, wasn't I? Okay. Could do a bit of low flying on the way back. GCAS will come on in a minute. Ground collision avoidance system. Terrain. It's not noisy like the other one though. This is great fun. See, I didn't think LA was this far away from Santa Barbara, but it's obviously a lot further than you think, isn't it? Unless you live there and you know. I usually play music when I'm flying, but you get copyright strikes and things like that. You can't. So can't do it, I'm afraid. I really thought that was Los Angeles back there, but maybe not. Maybe this is it coming up. Slow turbulence out today. I go, who's this stupid limey? Ah, yeah, lots of buildings here. So this looks like this looks more like Los Angeles. Well, it is default, like I said. It's I haven't. You can download extra scenery for places. Seems to be a lot more buildings here. Oh yeah. No, that's more what I'd expect Los Angeles to look like. So I was obviously not in Los Angeles before, was I? I was somewhere else, further up the coast. Yeah. So in other words, Harry and Meghan live miles away from LA, don't they? Take a long time to drive down from there. Wow, it's really choppy today. Can you feel that? It's real time on weather. There we go. Reset my seating position. Last time I came, my computer just was too slow, and with all the scenery you've got here in LA, the computer just ground to a halt. Uh, okay. Where's the Hollywood Hills? Is that them? Don't know. Did it say Hollywood on the hillside somewhere? Sure, it was in the north end somewhere. Obviously not on this, is it? All right, let's find the airport. Like I said, I'm hoping the sound works because there was no sound on the previous attempt at the live. That looks like an airport there. Okay, LAX is the next one. It's not that airport. There's another one. LAX is massive, isn't it? So it should be obvious. You can't just come stooging in like this. I mean, I'm the only plane in the sky because it's my simulator. But imagine you're coming into LA and there's like a million planes all taking off and landing at once, and you just come stooging in through airspace like this. You'd be shot down, wouldn't you? Well, I don't know my way around LA, so don't expect me to point anything out. No idea. Exit ahead and to my left, so that must be it there. What's the wind doing? 3, 4, 3, 3, 9 knots. Okay, so it's behind me, really. I'll try and land into wind. And then I'll see if my sound worked. It's great, these things. Look, you can go right through the wall. Look, what's this? That's scary, isn't it? Oh, back in the cockpit, you're full. Right, here we go. So which way will I land? We got a 90-degree crosswind. Have we got any other runways going that way? Nope, don't think we have. Okay, we'll have to just pick the main one then. There's 2 on this side. And there's 2 on the other side. No, this side will do. Okay, 1400 feet, 280, 270, looking for 260 for gear extension. There's 260. Gear in transit. Coming around now, coming around. Losing loads of speed in the turn, that's good. That's good, don't lose too much, don't want to stall. And we're looking for 140 for touchdown. Okay, gear is down, 3 greens, confirmed 190. A nice steep approach. Runways are 1,000 miles long. Look, that's great. Just what we want. No problem there. Engine can fail now, and we can still make it in. 19. Still going too fast. Brakes extended. Okay, so we've got a honking 11 knot crosswind from the left. So we've got to correct that. 18. Looking to touchdown 140. Somewhere near the skid marks there. 17. 16. Kick it straight. Flare. 1-5, 1-4, bang on 1-4 for touchdown. Gently applying the brakes. And there we are. Welcome to LAX. What a cool plane. This is my second favourite plane. Because you tend to buy loads of different types of planes and then you think, not flying that again. Wasted my money there. But this is a really good one. This is my second favourite. I think my favourite is the Harrier at the moment, the AV8, the American one, the Sea Harrier. Okay. Well, hopefully that turned out okay. These are holding points, these lines, you get clearance to different holding points. And you have to wait there like traffic lights until you get approval to move further forward to a next holding point and things like that. Get that mail truck away from my plane. Now, when I was in the army, right, all vehicles had to give way to aeroplanes no matter what. But obviously, that's not in the program, is it? Afterburner there, so just get across away from those idiots, those maniacs. Yeah, they said to us, you must give way to aeroplanes at all times, no matter what. Aeroplanes always have right of way, even if it means writing off your vehicle. That's what we were told in the Royal Corps of Transport. So I'm going to park it here because no one has told me to go anywhere different. So there we go. Brakes on. Brakes are on. Now, find my wandy thing. This is what you kept seeing. And open the lid. That's that button there. Get some fresh air. You can turn the generator off. You can turn the avionics off. You see all the screens have gone black. Turn the fuel off. And turn the battery off. Come on, battery. There we go. That's it. We're down. This is Los Angeles International Airport. And there's me. There's my plane. Look at that. And that cost me nothing to fly. Nothing. Absolutely zero. And I think it was about $30 to download it. And I've flown the arse off it. I really enjoy flying that. That is a cool plane to fly. And it's an easy plane to fly. Right. I think. So tell me, guys, I can read the screen now. Now, have we got sound? Have we got sound? Have we got sound now? I've put this sound on. No sound. Can't hear you at the moment. In the US, they tax you on the right side. I like it. Sounds returned. Yeah, if I take this off, we lose the sound. So I've got the microphone in here. I need another microphone. Okay, I'm just tweaking this. I'm just making this up as we go along. I'll probably move the whole flight simulator upstairs into Faith's room, Lady Faith's room, but I've just tried to figure out how to do this flight simulator live because my computer was never powerful enough in the old days to do it. So we've got Sam now, Graham. Thanks for that, Foxy. Who else is on here? Let me just quickly whiz back. Almost ready. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello. King Charles. King Charles is watching me fly. Have you got any air-to-ground missiles for Los Angeles? I don't do missiles, Elbeen. That's very antisocial, dropping bombs and killing people. I just like flying the planes. I'd never make a fighter pilot, would I? Because I'd have guilt about bombing people. Right. I'll just turn that light down. That's a bit bright. To go and get my beer. I left my beer in the other room. It was getting warm. I had this idea. Oh, fantastic live stream of it. I deleted the other two. I had a few goes and they weren't right, and I wanted to get me in the bottom corner, so I had to set the webcam up so that you could see me and you can see when my head's turning. I'm looking around in the aeroplane and get the idea. It's great fun. It's great fun. I love it. What planes have I got access to? I can show you actually that. If I bring that other screen back in, I can show you. No, not that one. I've got the dash cam in the middle of the screen. Where is the? Oh, it's there. Right, if I disable the VR headset and go back into the normal the screen, which is a lot easier to watch, a lot less. Go to flight configuration. You see, I've got all these airplanes. This is the weather, match real world conditions, and this is the time. So you can tick track real world. So it's 10:31. Obviously, it was dark in Los Angeles when we wake up, so I had to fast forward the time on the slider there. You can see it's dark there. You can set whatever time you want, and it goes dark again about 17, 5:30 local time. So not sure what time it is, but these are the aeroplanes. The aeroplanes are here. If I click on these, there's absolutely loads of them. A lot of wannabe airline pilots pick this particular program because it's very good for airline training. But I've got the AV8 there, which is my favorite. I've got a Lancaster, an Avro Lancaster, Chinook helicopter, Tiger Moth, Chipmunk, de Havilland Beaver, DC-3, Douglas Dakota, Canberra, and the list goes on. I mean, anything in particular, Tornado, Twin Otter, quite a lot of airliners in there. I don't fly airliners. I've tried, but it's so boring. Lots of little ones there, all little ones. Twin engine. There's a Beech Baron there. Bronco, that's a good one from the Vietnam War. A lot of them are duplicated. Aerobatic planes, they're good fun. King Airs. You see, any wannabe airline pilot will want to be there in VR flying this sort of thing. And it's excellent. It's excellent training. It really is. Spitfire there. That one got various Spitfires. Quite a lot of. That's a good. I passed my test in one of those. No, that's a Piper Arrow. It was a smaller one than that. It was a Warrior. And then we got historical aeroplanes like the German Messerschmitt Comet, Apache helicopters. There's loads of helicopters in there. As I say, the Chinook, the Gazelle, one of my favourites. The British Army used to have them. A-10 ground attacker. There's an Avro Vulcan. I mean, that's surprisingly an easy one to fly. And the list goes on and on. Mosquitoes, Lightning. Remember the Lightning? English Electric Lightning. They've got Falcon, F-16, F-15. Haven't got an F-18 for some reason. They've got an F-22. And I've got the F-35B, the Phantom. Remember the Phantom? Grumman Wildcat, Tiger Bearcat. One of the old Red Arrows, the Fallen Gnat. And we've got the Hampden as well, the Andy Page Hampden, and they're all gone. There's none left. None. I think there's two in museums. One's in pieces. They're trying to rebuild it, and the other one they dredged in Canada. They dredged it off the bottom of the sea and put it in a museum. But there's none. You can't fly them, but you can fly them in VR. Same with the Wellington bomber. The Wellingtons are all gone. Hawker Hurricane, that's a nice airplane to fly. Heinkel 111. You get the drift. You get the drift. Where am I? Remove that. So you get the idea. Let's see. Grumpy Sapper. I flew over the Lake District in Snowdonia in a Hawk. Nice one. Best memory of my life. The Hawk's a good plane. I'm not knocking the Hawk. I mean, it was great for its day. And they do. The Americans used to use them as well. They had tail hooks on them, and they used to do carrier training on them. And the Hawk Mark II, I think, is still in use in the RAF. They still train people. They've got all the push button screens and that. Try a Vulcan. Yeah, I've got a Vulcan. I've got a free download of the Vulcan, and I was so impressed. I bought the payware version, which wasn't actually that much better. The graphics were better, obviously, but you can't see out much in the Vulcan. The Vulcan is surprisingly easy to fly as well. 'Cause it's a big delta wing. It won't stall. Doesn't like to stall, but which makes it very, very easy to fly. But you got to land it at the right speed. And then it has a big parachute that you press the button, you allocate a button on your controller for the brake for the parachute. So it's actually a really easy aeroplane to fly, the Vulcan, once you get your head around it. TSR2, no, I've not got that. TSR2, Foxy, was an experimental plane that they poured millions and millions of pounds into, and then they cancelled it. I've seen the TSR2. I think it's in Cosford, in the RAF Museum in Cosford. They've got it in there, and what a fabulous looking beast that was. But no, it's like Nimrod, isn't it? Nimrod. They just poured millions and millions of pounds into that. It was the de Havilland Comet, and it had a few whoopsies because it had square windows in the early days. And rather than cancel the project, they kept pouring money into it and made it into a maritime reconnaissance aircraft. Called it the Nimrod. And they should have just bought the AWACS, the 707, in the first place from the Americans. Would have saved a lot of money. Stephen, our aircraft, the government killed when buying F-111s, but didn't. I've never flown the F-111. It's a swing wing thing. Oh yeah, the Goshawk. I haven't got a I don't think I've got a Goshawk. Well, there's loads that you can get for free. Free downloads on X-Plane. You can download civilian aircraft and military aircraft that different creators have made. Some of them are all right. Some of them are pretty good, and others are rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I need to go through the list and delete all the ones that are rubbish, for sure. Very interesting information regarding CSR2, Graham. I'm surprised, Foxy, that you're not into aeroplanes and going to aeroplane museums, because I know you're into classic cars, classic buses, and trains, all those. So I would have thought aircraft museums would be right up your street. Where's the nearest one to Hove? There's one in Chichester, I believe, the old Tangmere. I flew backwards in a VC-10. All the seats faced backwards, didn't they? In the VC-10, in the military ones. I guess it's safer. That's why they did it, Grumpy Sapper. Because if you have a go off the runway or something, skid to a halt, I mean, it's much better to be going backwards, isn't it, in the seat? So safety-wise, I suppose it's a lot better. But as a passenger, I thought you'd it wouldn't be successful, would it? People wouldn't like it. Goshawk's the US Navy carrier version of the BAE Hawk. Oh, yes, the Goshawk. Yes, it is. That's what they renamed it, wasn't it? Yes. I've seen pictures. I remember they've called it the Goshawk. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to get my beer. Just bear with me, guys. I'm going to get my beer. And then the sound will go off. And when I put this back on, it should Hopefully the sound should return now. There we are. It's a bit annoying having this on my head, but I wanted to be able to talk because I've had sound issues today with the flight simulator. Right, where are we? Fiona said she's going to stick her head in. Grumpy Sapper, get Fiona fiberglass the plane for you. Yeah. Speaking of fiberglassing, just changing the subject slightly, it rained last night. So we woke up this morning, puddles everywhere. So there was no fiberglassing got done today. Foxy, I have the intention of visiting the Hendon Flight Museum you visited earlier this. Excellent, Foxy. That is excellent. You get off the tube at Colindale and you just walk there from there. It's 10-15 minute walk and it's free, absolutely free to get in. And it's a really, really worthwhile going. I mean, the only other museum that's really good, which I think is better than Hendon, is Cosford. Cosford that's up near Telford somewhere. Lots of aeroplanes are built out of fiberglass these days, Sapper. I was flying a Mosquito, the original World War II Mosquito in VR, and that thing does 400 miles an hour. And I'm thinking, wow. I mean, can you imagine if they made that today? It can still carry a substantial bomb load. If they made it out of fiberglass and put ejection seats in it and modern instruments, they could still have the same old Merlin engines in there because they're good engines. And it would be a very usable warplane for sure. It was radar invisible in its day because it was made of wood, and radar just went straight through it. It didn't bounce off it. It would bounce off the engines. You'd have to have some sort of cowlings, stealth cowlings that absorb radar, but it would be radar invisible, wouldn't it? And it's already a proven aeroplane. Everyone knows it was a good aeroplane, and the plans are there. Everything. You just got to make it out of fiberglass, and they wouldn't rot away. Foxy, I don't have anything against aeroplanes. Jodie, as aircraft is a good form of transport. Hurts my ears. Yeah, they do. They're very noisy. When the tornadoes came into Gibraltar, we're all like, wow, getting the cameras out, taking pictures of them and doing videos and things. And they're so loud. And by halfway through the week, they're only here for a week, and halfway through the week, you just can't wait for them to leave because they're just so noisy. Yeah. In the Vulcan, only the pilot and the co-pilot could eject. Yes, that's correct. There was 3 other crew in the back, and they had to bail out through the hatch at the bottom. And that's not good if you need to get out in a hurry. Fiona!
Hello.
I have to leave this on my head because I'm using this microphone. I put it down and everything went silent. So.
Oh, stop it, you liar. You wear it all around the house all the time. He even sleeps in it.
I do not.
He's got
Bring the chair. Bring the chair.
Aeroplane as well.
My aeroplane. Where is my? It's in the other room. I've got my little Harrier that my daughter and her boyfriend made for me. Pull up a chair, darling.
I'm trying to, but it's all tangled and stuff.
It's all tangled. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, Fiona's here. Come get yourself in the picture. Fiona's here. There we are. Let me just move my joystick over. So waggle my joystick.
Where did you fly to?
Los Angeles, LAX.
Okay.
Well, I flew from Santa Barbara down the coast, and I thought, oh, this is Los Angeles, and it wasn't. It was further. So.
Yeah, because Santa Barbara is actually quite far away from Hollywood, isn't it?
I never realised it. Montecito is miles away from Los Angeles.
Actually, NC, the lawyer, made that point before, that it's not exactly Hollywood. I mean, when you look at planet Earth as a globe, it's quite close.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Can you hear her okay? Just give me the thumbs up if you can hear her okay. Because I'm using this microphone.
I don't see why not.
I'm sure they can.
But actually, in a car or even walking or on a bicycle, it's very, very far, isn't it? Oh, you put one of the aeroplanes on your diary. That's adorable. Because my world map came with
an aeroplane.
An aeroplane sticky.
And a load of words that said map of the world, and so I just reused them, repurposed some of them.
Adorable. I
I wanted to put Hesketh, but I didn't have the right letters out of Map of the World.
I have just been watching your boo video, and that is hilarious. Actually.
Woo!
I mean, oh my god.
Miss Wee Lassie says Fiona's a bit quiet. Can you speak up? No, my boo video. I got a lot of hits on the boo video, but if you go onto my channel and you look at the most popular videos, I think number 3 is Harry and Meghan when they were booed at St Paul's.
You've got it's about 10 down.
Oh, is it? Well, it was number 3. Anyway, all right. Anyway, shh. Anyway, if you find it in the popular videos, right? What Sky News did, they must have put a microphone in the belfry. Right, and so when all the booing started, they cranked the volume right up, so all you could hear is bells. You couldn't hear but other people on the other side of the street were filming and they're all booing him, and you can't hardly hear the bells.
But someone has assured me today on X it is possible to remove the bells and just have the audio.
Oh, is it?
There are bells in it, but they're very distant.
I'm sure if you're a sound man, you know how to do all these
and of
things.
course, I fucked up and said Westminster Abbey, but it was St Paul's Cathedral, which is the.
Come closer, darling. Speak up.
Oh, that's very Jimmy Savile.
Come closer, come closer. Now then.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Go sit on Uncle Jimmy's knee. No, you shouldn't crack any jokes.
Maybe another day.
We were watching that Jimmy Savile documentary on Netflix.
I know, I was quite depressed by it. I'm watching Fool Me Once.
Yes. Trevor recommended it today.
Marvelous. Yeah, well, I looked at recent and I was just talking to Trevor actually, but we had to end the call because it's quite loud on my phone, and I said Graham's on a live.
Oh no, don't worry
and
about it.
Everybody hear everything.
It's not a serious live. It was only because I had a glitch before I went live.
Are you live next on this as well?
Yes.
Oh, you must say hello to Daisy.
Hello, Daisy.
Hello, Daisy. Daisy is your #1 fan. I'm your #1 fan. Anyone remember the film Misery?
Yes.
Touché. Checkmate. Anyway, I'm off to water my plants in the middle of the night. I shall leave you to it.
It's got to C172. You've got to be a pilot. You've got to be with a name like that. Is that what they do when recording shows? The audience don't laugh. They throw in some kind of. Well, I suppose so. You can do all kinds if you're clever enough with film and green screens and things, sound. I really don't think Graham's personality represents Jimmy Savile. No. But my daughter had a load of wigs once, and this big blonde one with a fringe, and I stuck it on, and I looked in the mirror, and I thought, "Oh no, I look like Jimmy Savile." Pulled it off really fast. You know, you're tempted to go, and get a big cigar, but no, don't make any Jimmy Savile jokes for sure. No way. Yeah, Fiona's gone. The king. I get canned laughter with my speech. Gets canned laughter all the time. No one's going to say, "Oh, that joke wasn't funny, Your Majesty," are they? They're all going to be there. "Oh, sire, you're so funny. You should have been a stand-up comedian, sire." Yes. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Anybody, I'm gonna have to watch it back and see what the picture quality was like, 'cause it takes a while to process once you end the live. Didn't realize I've been on 39 minutes, but I'm going to try and figure out a way of getting it on straight onto my Flight Sim channel, because I don't want to keep doing it on this channel. But the StreamYard is set up to go straight to this channel, which is annoying. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for sure. See, if I was really clever, I'd have a green screen behind me, and you'd have the all the scenery going past the back of the cockpit. Thanks for joining, everyone. Please hit please hit the like button. If you can, I'll be on with you and Trevor tomorrow. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing Foxy tomorrow. Are you a dedicated Trevorite, Foxy? I think he needs 50 more subscribers to hit 3,000, and we're hoping he'll hit it tomorrow on Trevor's channel, because Trevor's got more subscribers than everybody, hasn't he? So that should be good. You've already liked it, Foxy. Thank you very much. Tarot reader therapist. Good evening. Hope everyone's well. Thank you. Hello. Diane Abbott. Doing the counting, I think. That's great. Okay. Excellent. Yes, I'm a Trevorite. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And like I said, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Trevor Colt on his channel and Foxy are going live, and I will be definitely be watching that. Thank you, everyone. Good night, and may your God go with you.